Hey folks, Ed from TOTALmtg, and this video is sponsored by Wizards of the Coast and MTG Arena. Wizards has been kind enough to make me one of their featured content creators this week. My actual featured day is on Friday. This video is going to be just a bit of deck testing that I'm going to be releasing before the Friday video. The Friday video will either be a bit of constructed tournament play or possibly a draft. But this one, I wanted to play around with a constructed deck and sort of test it out and get a feel for it, because I don't get to play constructed anywhere near as much as I would like. As well too, I don't really get much of a chance to brew new decks, so when it comes to playing constructed, a lot of the time I will sort of look online and try to find some interesting decks that other content creators have done deck techs on. Now, one such deck is the one I'm going to be playing today and testing out and getting a feel for, and it's Matt's Abzan Bugler deck. Matt from TOTALmtg. If you haven't had a chance to check out his channel or this particular video, I'm going to provide a link to this deck tech in the video as well as one in the description below. So definitely go check out his channel, check out this deck tech, because this deck has been a lot of fun to play so far. Now, it's just sort of a brief synopsis as to what the thought is behind this deck. As the name would suggest, it's a green, white, and black deck, and it revolves a lot around this particular creature, the Wild Growth Walker, which benefits from one of the mechanics that was introduced in Ixalan and Rivals of Ixalan, the Explore mechanic. So whenever another creature explores, or whenever a creature you control, because there is a way to get him to explore as well too, I'll talk about that in just a bit, but whenever a creature you control explores, put a +1/+1 counter on Wild Growth Walker and you gain 3 life. And there are a bunch of creatures in here that are going to aid the Walker in getting bigger and gaining you life. So that's a very big part of this particular deck. There's also a little bit of ramp in this deck. There's the Llanowar Elves, there's a bunch of removal, there's Assassin's Trophy, Final Finale, which doubles as both being able to get things back from the graveyard and send your opponent's creatures to the graveyard as well too. There's creatures that are going to fetch other creatures, like the Militia Bugler here. Metro the Meek is going to help you draw some cards. There's more removal in the form of Ravenous Chupacabra, a creature I absolutely hated until I actually started playing it in a deck, and now I really love the Ravenous Chupacabra. There's a couple of Planeswalkers in here as well too. There's Vraska Golgari Queen and Vraska Relic Seeker, and a couple of legendary creatures as well. One which will pump up all your creatures on the board, give you a couple extra creatures. As well too, Zoni Thousand-Eyed is just an amazing game-changing card when you get her a little bit late in the game. There are so many creatures in this deck that her Undergrowth, which she will create a 1/1 black and green insect token for each creature card in your graveyard. Like I said, there's so many creatures in this deck, your graveyard fills up pretty quick. She has saved my butt so many times in matches since I've started playing with this deck. So this is probably, I think, one of the MVPs of this deck. I'm going to tweak it a little bit probably and add maybe a couple more copies of it, see how that works. But for now, one copy in this deck has been doing a lot of work for me. Oh, and that actually reminds me, speaking of sort of tweaking and changes to the deck, the only real changes I made to this deck, beyond what Matt did with his deck tech, is I've taken out the copies of Seeker Squire and added, I believe, an extra Mentor the Meek, and then another card which I just wanted to see how it would do. I only added one copy of it in here. It's Path of Discovery. It's an enchantment, and whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, it explores. Now, one of the games you're not going to see that this particular enchantment did amazing in was one where I was just about dead, and I had one of the Wild Growth Walkers on the board. Path of Discovery was on the board as well too. I think it was down to like 2 life. I was almost dead, and then Zoni Thousand-Eyed shows up and hit the board, and every single insect creature that entered ended up exploring, which just caused the Walker to gain me so much life. It got super huge. So yeah, basically I was at death's door, and the combination of those 3 cards brought me back from the brink of death. However, that's the only time where anything really crazy has happened with this, so I may cut this in the future, I'm not sure. For now, it's in there. So the games you're going to see today are going to all have Path of Discovery in it, though it's not going to have the MVP status like it did in that one particular game. Now, one last thing before we actually jump into the games themselves. I'm not going to be on screen during the gameplay. I'm only going to be here during sort of the commentary in between the games and after all the games are done. I don't really necessarily think I need to be on screen while I'm playing Magic, but if that's something you guys prefer, I don't know why, but let me know in the comments section. Maybe that's something you prefer to see the reaction of the player while they're playing. If that's the case, please let me know. Any feedback would be wonderful to hear. So now that I've got that out of the way, let's get to the games. Let's remove this from the screen, and you guys can check out the first game, which is against a red aggro deck. Okay, I'm not crazy about this opening hand. I mean, it's not going to take much for... I just need one land in 3 turns, but you know what? Screw it. I'm going to keep it. Probably shouldn't. I 100% probably shouldn't, but I'm going to do it anyways. Bring out the Temple Garden first. Oh, okay. I really hope... Okay, so... Probably shouldn't take 2, but I'm going to. I'm going to pay 2 life, and I'm going to be able to... so this way I can get the elves out there, so I can cast whatever I want next turn. And it'll probably be the Ranger. I mean, Mentor the Meek might be the better one, because it'll allow me to start drawing cards earlier. That's fine. That is fine. No blockers. Okay. No, so actually what we're going to do is we're going to do the Wild Growth Walker first. Because that's going to work really well with the Ranger, and once again, no attacks. I'm not going to throw that elf under the bus. I really hope that elf lives. Please don't take out that elf. Okay, well, I didn't want to take out that either, but... do I put the elf in front of it? No. No, because I definitely need, like, the Ranger. Actually, the Bugler would probably be the better one to cast. Yeah, we'll do the Bugler. Branch Walker, I don't need another one of the... Well, actually, probably... I do have one of the elves already in hand, so I don't... So I can cast the elf. It's fine. They're burning it out. Oh, this is unfortunate. Let's go ahead and... Do I do this, or do I do this and this? Yeah, I think I have to do this and this. Because this could also grab me a land, which would be great. Did. Excellent. So... And this, I can just use the chump block, unless they're able to get rid of it, get it off the board. Yeah, let's put that in front of that. I don't really need it anymore. Good to see Assassin's Trophy. And I can bring this out now. Be great. We'll be able to gain some life. It's fine. Yeah, they're not able to do that anymore. Yeah, this is pretty good. Okay, so we turn things around. We're going to be able to start gaining some life back, which is great. I can go ahead and take this out. Yeah, let's just go ahead and take this out. I mean, it's not a huge threat, but still, let's get it off the board. And then we'll swing in with these guys. Gain some life back. And then I think Mentor is the way to go. Because then I can start doing some card draw. I can card draw when the Rangers come in next turn, so. Phoenix, that's fine. Okay. So there are definitely ways around that. What do we have in our hand as far as creatures go? Wild Growth Walker? You know, I think I want a Finality here. Or Find, not Finality. And then we'll grab a Walker. And we'll grab a Branch Walker. Play the Walker. I'm going to decline to draw a card, and then I'm going to Branch Walker. Gain some life. And then, I don't want to swing with the Mentor, I don't want to swing into those. They'll gain life, but no attackers, so I'm fine. Next turn should be good. Next turn should be really good. I'm less worried about their Phoenix now. Even though I have no way in this deck to block a flyer. That's fine. No blockers. Actually, yeah. We'll put that in front of that. So... do this. Bring out the Ranger. That on top. Play that. Bring out another ranger. That in the library. Library. Gain a bunch more life. And then swing in with... That's got first strike, right? Yeah, it's got first strike. Swing in with that. So I have to be able to have him block it and then get rid of that egg before it goes in their turn again, which is possible because I can use finality. I don't want to use finality for that, but if it's absolutely necessary, I could. But I think what I'm gonna have to do is to start drawing some cards with the Mentor, the Meek. Okay, have her deal 4 damage to you. If you decline, your opponent drives 3 cards. I'm gonna take it. I think it'd be crazy not to take that damage. Given my current life total. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to Bugler. Got the Chupacabra. Chupacabra is going to be perfect then. So then... Oh, these are entering in as 3s. Oh, because of that, so I'm not going to be drawing with it? Damn it. Just realized that now. Enters tapped. What do I have in my graveyard still? Another Bugler? Might as well bring out the other one. Grab another Chupacabra. Okay. So, let's attack with... That's just going to get eaten. I don't really need this anymore, but I'm going to keep it 5 attackers. Because this is first strike, this is definitely going to eat something. And this is just going to come back because it's going to create a, whatchamacallit, an egg. But then they're still taking 15? 12. They're taking 12. So next turn I should be able to take care of them. Unless I get something pretty amazing this turn. Which is possible. I've lost from better positions before, so... But I got 2 Chupacabras in hand, which means that if they block with their Phoenix next turn, I can just use one of these to take out the egg, and then it's not going to come back, which is great. I'll just take the 5. It's fine. It's 5 or 4? I thought it was 5. No, it's 4. Okay. I'll take the 4. No way I'm letting them draw cards at this point. So, there we go. And we get the W out of that one. So yes, luckily I was able to pull out a win there, but normally if I'm stuck on 2 lands at the beginning of a game and I'm playing against red aggro, I'm just dead. Luckily for me, my opponent was also mana screwed right near the beginning of the game, and I had the Land of War Elves on my side, so I was able to continually put pressure on my opponent, get more creatures out there than I normally would with this 2 land. And eventually, I did win the land race. I was able to stabilize, get a 3rd land out there before my opponent was able to get their 3rd land, and ended up with a win in the end. So, against red aggro, I'll take what I can get. Okay, so moving on, we're going to be playing against a Selesnya deck now, and the worst enemy I had in this particular game was myself and Math. Okay, so this is definitely, yeah, this is definitely a keeper. We can definitely keep this hand. We're able to get Walker out on 2, and then the Branch Walker out on 3. We can play the Tomb out first and not take the 2 damage. Wow, really? I have not seen this played. I've been playing a lot of Constructed today in order to do the video and test out the deck, and I have not seen that played. Interesting. Now I want to actually bring out Land of War Elves right away. Yeah, let's do this. Let's bring out the Elves first. And then we'll do Tomb next turn, and then we can... Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds about right. I think that's okay. Normally you play the tap land first, but... Thorn Lieutenant, okay. Let's do... Yeah, let's bring in a tap land. Enters tapped, and we'll bring out the Walker. And then we'll play the other tap land next. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we will be able to get this out on 5 if we're lucky, or 4 actually if we're lucky. Cage, uh-oh. Uh-oh. And that's going in the graveyard. Okay. They're going to get a land, so we are going to play Overgrown Tomb. Yeah, it can enter tapped. And then bring out the Branch Walker, get the trigger off the Walker, the Wild Growth Walker. Gain 3 life, and get a land, which would have preferred not a land, but oh well. No attacks. No attacks. Let's move the land over here for now. But we can go ahead and bring out the Discordant next turn. Alrighty, so let's... none of these enter tap now, right? Because this needs either a swamp or a forest. That counts as a swamp and a forest. This needs either a swamp or a plains. Let's bring out the white source. And yeah, we'll bring them out. Everything gets plus plus. Don't want to attack yet. No attacks yet. My hand is not looking good for right now for creatures, though. I mean, we've got a lot on the board. We've got a nice board presence, but it is definitely not looking good. It's not the hand that I would like. I'd like something to be able to draw me some cards. Okay, so the Harpooner's going to come out. And so is the other one. Okay, so there's basically trying to build the board at this point to keep up with my board state, so. Another land. Exactly what I didn't want. So we're going to put that out. It's going to enter tapped. Now this is... it's when it dies. Create 2. Okay, that's destroy, it's not exile. So we're going to go ahead and pass the turn. Just please, I would like to draw anything other than a land. Just anything other than a land. Okay, that'll work. Let's bring you out and then... so get a double trigger off the Walker. That can go to the graveyard. I definitely don't need an elf. Pass the turn. Not going to swing in. This is turning into quite the board stall, sadly, but I do have Assassin's Trophy as a nice backup for... okay, well, I can't really do much about that, but the Walker is actually going to be able to go toe-to-toe with it soon, so we're going to resolve that. Does have hexproof, so sadly I can't take it out. And no combat. Okay. Oh, Jesus. This ridiculous glut of land is just absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. We're going to pass the turn. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of my land. I'm on now. Can't see them swinging yet with the Carnage Tyrant because they don't have a good enough board state. Just throw in the Carnage Tyrant because I will 100% get rid of that with a trade. Alrighty, so they get tokens. There we go. So here we go. Not a land. Not a land. Alright. This will work. And this is... I gotta deal with this because it's gonna be able to pump itself up. I mean, that's gonna create another... oh well. Might as well bring this out now. I can't target the Tyrant. It's gonna create a 1/1, which sucks, but at least I get that off the board. And let's bring the Chapel out and pass the turn. I need, like, my Mentor or the Meek. I need a Bugler, something. What do we have in here? Like, I haven't cast any of those right now. The only thing I have in my graveyard is a Llanowar Elves. Ugh, more tokens. This is so bad. Because they're actually able to go wider than I am, which is insane. More land. Perfect. Enters tapped. Pass the turn. Oh, God. This is so bad for me. Now, they run Flower, right? They did have Flower before, right? So that means they're going to have Flourish. Ugh. Oh, this is actually great. I mean, it takes my entire board as well, too. But Finality, I think, is definitely the way to go here. So what would I keep around? I'd keep around the Discordant, and I'd keep around the Wild Growth Walker. Yeah. So let's go ahead and tack. There we go. Attack with all those. And see what kind of blocks they do. I'd love it if they block with the Carnage Tyrant on something, even if it's just a 2/2. That would be amazing. They're not going to, though, are they? This is fine. This is fine. Everything they're doing so far is fine. It's fine. That's fine. Done, done, done. Damage. Click through. Got 3 points of damage through, and then we're going to go ahead and... Actually, we Assassin's Trophy first. That will draw them a land. It's going to create... I thought that creates 2. Oh, it's waiting for the trigger. Waiting for the after the land trigger. And then it's going to create 2. And then we're going to go ahead and Finality. Take action. I'm going to put it on you. And end the turn. So there we go. So that at least cleared up the board state. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, so this is good for us. This is good. So bring out the Bugler. Come on, give me something saucy. Do I want another Bugler or do I want the Mentor or the Meek? Mentor will help me draw cards. I wish I could take them both. No, I'm gonna grab another Bugler. Because I can find something, try to find something else. Thousand's Eyes would be great. Get another Bugler. Bring that out. Going super wide with the Buglers. Thousand Eyes. Okay. So there we go. That's what I need. That's going to be very, very useful. Count is 5 right now. So no attacks. I'm at 33 life. They've got 1 card left in hand. I've got a very large board. All these are vigilant, which is great. Okay, that kind of sucks. But we're still fine. They got life. They got a lifelink up the wazoo. Yeah, I don't think you want to swing into that, do you? No. Okay. Great. So this will come out. Enters tapped. I'm going to... That'll just eat that, right? Yeah, I'm going to swing. I'm going to do this. Thousand Eye. Combat. Now they have to block that with that. And they can block 1 with that. I can swing and deal 3. I'm just going to pass the turn. I'm going to draw a couple cards because the ability here is sacrifice another creature. You gain 1 life and draw a card. Okay, so. But I'll do that next turn. Or on their turn, I should say. Resolve, it's fine. This is board states. It's been absolutely crazy. I think I'm swinging with both of them? Okay. No blocks. Resolve. Okay. First strike damage. So let's see. 1, so 8. Do I have to draw? I don't think I have to draw. I'm gonna actually just do my turn. Okay, so this is hexproof. There we go. So let's do combat first. I don't want to swing in with that, or do I? I might as well, right? Yeah, we'll do that. Then... submit. Okay, and then damage. Then we'll Chupacabra, your Voice of Plenty. And we'll go ahead and explore. And bring out a tomb. Enters tapped. End the turn. Okay, so I think we've got this now. That was crazy for a while there. I think we've got this. I have no idea what they have in their hand. Okay. Mystery Benalia. Benalia. Resolve that. But I think we go wide enough now. I think we're fine. 6 by air, that's fine. I can't block, so we won't. And then it's my turn. Okay, so then land, combat. Attack. Two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I gotta swing in with Thousand Eye as well too. Yeah, we're just gonna swing in with everything. We're swinging with everything. I think this works. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So it's not enough. Okay, so... yeah, down. Okay, so we're one off. We were one off. Okay. This is still fine. This is still fine. That will go in the labia. That will go in the library. Almost said labia. That is entirely different than a library. I learned that ages ago. Okay, so they're down to 1. They're going to gain... This has got lifelink, right? So they're going to gain 6, so we should still win. I can't believe I almost screwed that up because of the math. I'm just gonna block with 1, just in case. That should be fine. They could have settle. They could have settled the wreckage. So 1, 2, 3. Just with that. Just in case they have settle. Because settle the wreckage would suck right now. Come on. Don't have settle the wreckage. They wouldn't be blocking if they had settled the wreckage. So I'm pretty sure we got this. Did I screw up the math again? Oh my god. I screwed up the math again. I can't believe I screwed that up. I screwed up the math. I deserve to lose at this point. If I lose at this point, it's 100% my own fault. It is 100% my own fault if I lose this at this point. Okay, so I'm going to block that. Okay, so they're at 7, Ed. Remember this. They're at 7. Get your math right. Okay, so combat. All attack. There we go. Do they have settle? Do they have settle the wreckage? Oh my god, that was... I did not deserve to win that one. I did not deserve to win that one. I can't believe... Twice I screwed up the math by 1. Yeah, so despite some miscalculations, I was really, really worried about settle the wreckage. So I didn't want to commit my entire board each time I attacked. Whenever you see an opponent who is playing white have a card in hand and at least 2 white up with 2 other mana, you always have to be worried about settle the wreckage. That said, I could have attacked with 1 more creature a couple of times. I could have risked losing that extra creature. It wouldn't have been the end of the world, and it would have done the important 1 extra point in damage that would have killed my opponent a couple times, actually. So yeah, an argument could be made that I really didn't deserve to win this game, but I thought it was an interesting matchup because the swings in this game were a little bit crazy at times, so I thought you guys might be interested in checking it out. And that brings us to the 3rd and final game of this deck testing session. Now, when you're going up the ladder, which I've just recently learned, you end up playing the same decks a lot of the time. The red aggro is very popular, white weenie decks very popular, blue-black control, I've seen a lot of that. So you play them again and again, and you learn sort of the weaknesses, their strengths, what you need to do to beat them, how to avoid allowing them to get to the win condition. And then every once in a while, you'll play against a deck which is completely different. And that's why I wanted to show you this last game, because this person's deck really threw me for a loop at the beginning, and I was super surprised to see something hit the board as early as it did. Okay, so Walker, we got land sources we need. We don't need any black right now. We don't have any. We do have 1 black source anyways, right? So yeah, we're definitely going to keep this. We're definitely going to keep this. We can get Walker out on 2. All right, so this is the one that enters tapped, correct? We'll just have it enter tapped. Fortunately, they're red, which means the Walker's probably going to die shortly after it gets on the board, but... No. Ooh, red-green. I was not expecting that. I've not run into a lot of red-green decks. Very curious if this is going to get burnt immediately. Oh no, not yet. Not yet. Now? Is it going to get burnt? Red, green, blue. Interesting. Very interesting. I wonder what I'm up against. I have not played against a deck that's been running red, green, blue today. Huh. What? Are they doing 5-color fun stuff? Oh, please tell me they are. That is so cool. If they're a 5-color deck, that is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. I can play this, right? Because I've got a forest, and then everything's fine. Everything's good, everything's gravy. Yeah, okay. Do that, and then the ranger in order to explore twice. Pump up that walker. True land off both of them. Ouch. And then we'll attack with it. So there we go. Move the land over here. A whole glut of land that we got. So we got all the land we could possibly need. We got a bugler, which is great. So we'll be able to look for a creature through this glut of land that we have. Please play a plains. I'm begging you. Please have it and play a plains. And they're all basic as well, too. I'm so excited for this person's deck. They're calculating something. I love the little shimmer that goes over the cards when you're... Oh my god, right away. Boom! Right away. Each opponent discards a card. Well, we're going to discard a forest. Holy moly. Okay, so we can do... What do we want? Chapel. Actually, I'm going to do this because then I don't have to worry about Bolus. The Wild Growth Walker is going to go up to... We're going to put that in the graveyard. We don't need that. Gain life. Choose attacker. I'll choose you. Oh, this is great. He's playing Bolus. That is so cool. Okay. And then next turn, we're going to have an option to start casting more than one thing. So we can mentor the Meek. Or I can you know, thinking Militia Bugler first, because I'm not going to have the mana in order to mentor the Meek and then get an extra card draw. Did I not play land? Oh god, please tell me. No, I played a land. No, I didn't. Did I not play land? I don't think I played a land. Oh god, I can't believe I didn't play a land. Flame Spit, okay. And Lava Coil. Okay, that's fine. Is he going to swing in? What flips him again? So he needs 7 in total. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Actually, we can mentor for... No, because we don't have enough for that as well, too. So we're going to Bugler here. Let's see what we can find. Yeah, we're going to bring her out. We're going to grab her. And then we're going to get the Walker out as well, too. And then there's going to be no attacks. Because I'm not insane. This is great. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So needs 2 more in order to be able to flip Bolas. I'm really excited for this deck that my opponent's got here. I don't even care if I lose. I just think this is really cool. This is the type of brewing I wish I did more of. Like, I haven't really done much in the way... Like, I've been lucky enough to... to play this deck, which was created by Matt from TOTALmtg. And I've had a lot of fun with it. But I haven't actually like dug down and done some brewing in a long time. And man alive, do I ever want to do that now that I see this guy's deck. Okay, so let's... If I mentor... I still don't have enough for that, right? I can't mentor and do this. Let's... I think I have to bring this out, right? Yeah, I think I have to bring this out. I have to go wide at this point. I have to go wide. See if they were waiting to burn something out. They have like a lightning strike and they're going to take something out with? Shiv and Fire. Okay. Close enough. Close enough. Do I swing in? Guaranteed to get at least 5 through this turn if I swing in. But I don't want to lose the Walker. So no attacks. No attacks. Okay. Man, this is awesome. Very heavy in the red, though. Only got 2 cards left in hand. The Dragon Queen. Okay. This is... Alright. Okay, so... Tomb... I'm going to take the 2 damage. Pay 2 life. No, I want to mentor first, right? I want to mentor first. And then I want to bring her out. Oh, she's going to enter as a 3, so it's not going to trigger Mentor of the Weak. Mentor of the Meek. This would. But let's put that in the graveyard, because I don't want that. And then we just attack with all. Yeah, we have to at this point. We don't have much choice. We definitely have to start swinging in. They're at 13. They may not go for the Discordant, which would be great, because that's what's pumping up all our creatures. But yeah, we don't have a whole lot of choice. They don't have a whole lot of choice in their blocks as well, too, so... Okay. So they're down to 5. They can start creating tokens pretty quickly, though. They can start bringing out dragons. They can flip Bolas at this point. Yeah, they can flip Bolas, right? 7. Get 5. Yeah, they got enough to flip Bolas. Yeah, I honestly don't even care if I win this one or not at this point. This just see, you play so many decks that are similar once you've been playing Constructed for a little while, that finally being able to see a deck which is completely different than anything you've seen, so great. Okay. Makes sense. That makes sense. Now they can't flip it. Take out Mentor, that's fine. So we still got the Bugler, which might do work for us. So let's cast the Bugler and see what we get. 1,000 Eyes would be amazing right now. Perfect. Okay, do I have enough? I don't think I have enough for 1,000 Eyes. I do have enough for her, but not 1,000 Eyes. What do we have? 7? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I gotta grab 1,000 Eyes at this point. I gotta go wide. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm 1 off from being able to cast here. Now I wish I had done that Manowar Elves. Do I swing in with everything? I think at this point I swing with everything, right? Because they have to block 2. I'll be getting them down to 2. I think I have to, right? I have to keep the pressure up. I have no idea what they have in their hand. Okay. So I'm getting them down to 3. This also puts another couple cards in the graveyard, so 1,000 dies is going to get even bigger. It's fine. Sacrifice a creature. I'll sacrifice a soldier. This is fine. This is perfectly fine. Okay, so that comes out. 1,000 Eyes comes out. And then we're going to pass the turn. Okay. Okay. So we may have them. They got nothing in hand. I'm going to have to discard a card, right? That's what I'm going to have to do next turn is discard a card. And that's fine, but they're not going to be able to get to the third part of their Eldest Reborn, which is an amazing, amazing spell. So it really depends on what they have. I'll say good game. Good game. Can't block because they both got flying. Oh, it would be amazing if they kill me here. I know I'm not supposed to sound excited about them killing me, but if they come out and just... If they have, do they have something in hand that can put them over the top? Oh, no, they don't. Okay. Oh. That would have been the icing on the cake. Honestly, I wouldn't even care to lose this game. We're just going to go ahead, combat, and swing in with everything. Damage. So there you go, folks. That was the third and final game of this deck testing session. Now, I've been playing a lot of Constructed while I've been sort of like trying to go up the ladder a little bit and get some good games for this video. And I've never seen that particular deck before. And I love the fact that there are people out there who are going against the grain, creating something different and new. I really hope that person's deck does well for them, because it would be great to see more of those types of decks. And they throw you off because you get so used to defending yourself or attacking a specific type of strategy or plan that when someone goes way off path from what you're used to, it throws you for a loop and makes it very difficult to predict what's going to come next. So even though they didn't win this one, I really do hope that deck does well for them in the future. It's also made me sort of really want to get back into brewing. So maybe one of these days I'm actually going to do my own personal crazy brew, maybe a 5-color deck, go absolutely nuts and see how well that works in Magic Arena. Probably won't work the greatest, but the journey may be quite enjoyable. However, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions or thoughts or ideas, please let me know in the comment section below. Always love hearing from you. If you'd prefer me to be on camera when I'm actually playing as well too, if that's more engaging for you or something, please let me know. I'll definitely take it under advisement in the future. Oh, and thank you to Wizards of the Coast for sponsoring not just this video, but the video that's going to be coming out on Friday. And thanks to each and every one of you out there for all the support you guys show the channel and helping it grow, whether it's through just watching the video, telling your friends about it, liking, subscribing. All of that does a tremendous amount for the channel, and I can't thank you guys enough. And now, with all that said, have a wonderful day, night. There's only 59 cards in the deck. Why is there only 59 cards in the deck? Oh, okay. Well, has that been out the entire time? Okay, I might have clicked on this and removed it. There's supposed to be 4 Wild Growth Walkers. So, hopefully it hasn't been like that the entire time. Probably has, though. So, there you go. Anyways, as I was saying, have a wonderful day, night, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. May all your decks have 60 cards, and I'll see you all again very soon.